Minister, I want to begin by sincerely acknowledging your continued commitment to tackling flood risk across the country. I've worked closely with you in my own constituency of Roscommon, Galway, and I have first-hand knowledge of your deep engagement with local communities and your determination to deliver real practical outcomes. Your leadership has been instrumental in progressing key projects that matter to people on the ground. These are projects that do not just promise change but deliver it. One such project is the interim pumping solution at Lough Funchina, an area that has faced enormous pressures from flooding for far too long. Since the system was activated earlier this year, it has been operating efficiently and effectively, and it has already made tangible difference to people's lives. The reduction in water levels has significantly eased pressure on families and residents around the lough, people who have lived for years under the constant threat of flooding, evacuations and property damage. The emotional and mental toll of that kind of uncertainty cannot be overstated. For some, this was the third time since 2016 they were forced to leave their homes. What we are seeing now is relief, stability and some well-earned peace of mind. That is not just the result of engineering, it is a result of political will, partnership and your determination to act. This is, of course, an interim solution, and while it is working well, we are under no illusion that the job is done. I'm absolutely delighted to hear that planning for the permanent flood relief scheme will be lodged in Q4 this year. That will mark a major milestone, and I know that you will continue to support that process every step of the way. This same focus on long-term sustainable solutions is just as important as elsewhere in the constituency. In Ballinasloe and particularly Derrymullen, we know all too well the devastating impact of recurring flooding. That is why I warmly welcome the news that a statutory public exhibition of the proposed scheme for Ballinasloe is scheduled for Q3 this year, with a full planning application expected in 2026. It represents long overdue progress for a community that has waited with patience and resilience for action. We also look forward to welcoming you to Ballinasloe in the coming weeks to assess the situation on the ground and to meet with residents directly. Your ongoing attention and support are invaluable as we work together to secure a meaningful, long-lasting flood protection across Roscommon, Galway. The Government has committed €1.3 billion to delivery of flood relief schemes under the National Development Plan out to 2030. This is a significant and welcome investment that reflects the scale of challenge we face. It is aimed at protecting approximately 23,000 homes, farms and businesses in communities threatened by both river and coastal flooding. This level of commitment demonstrates that flood relief is no longer seen as a short-term fix, but as a long-term infrastructural priority that is essential to protecting people's lives and livelihoods. I also want to acknowledge the ongoing communication from yourself and your team with communities along the Shannon and Sub-Callows, who continue to face real and difficult challenges. Those engagements matter deeply to the people affected, including farmers, homeowners and business owners. And I know that they greatly appreciate the respect and seriousness with which you approach those discussions. Continued dialogue and follow-through will be key to ensuring they too see progress. Flood relief is not just about engineering and planning, it's about safeguarding homes, protecting livelihoods and restoring confidence in the future. It is something I know you take seriously and it's something I will continue to work with you in the future. Thank you, Minister.